Hello everyone. The group 4 will discuss the two topics. The first one is the technology in the assessment process. Will be discussed by Ma'am MAKILAN, yours truly, and Ma'am Maria Shannon May Cadalso. And the other one is the authentic assessment, will be discussed by Sir Jaymar Banelbo and Ma'am Lexi Galgo. I and Ma'am Cadalso will discuss about the technology in the assessment process, and it includes the definition with citations, the purpose of technology in the assessment process, types and its examples, the advantages and disadvantages of technology in the assessment process and its implication. So, what comes into your mind when you hear the word technology? It may be a smartphone, computer, laptop, tablets, or any other gadgets. Yes, they are all related to technology. Therefore, technology is like tools and tricks that people use to make things easier. It includes stuff like computers, phones, and machines that help us do things faster and better. Technology is all about using smart ideas to solve problems and make life more convenient. So, how can technology involve in the assessment process? Let's define the technology in the assessment process. So, technology in the assessment process of early childhood education refers to the integration of digital resources and tools to observe, document, and evaluate children's learning outcomes, skills development, and academic achievements. It involves the use of technology-enabled assessment methods to collect, analyze, and interpret data for the purpose of enhancing teaching practices and supporting individualized learning experiences. According to Wendy H. Fox-Turnbull in the article Assessment of Technology in Early Childhood and Lower Primary School Using Dimensions of Learning, technology in early childhood education assessment is described as a way to broaden and deepen student learning without necessarily moving them to higher curriculum achievement levels. It offers a tool to assist teachers in giving feedback as part of the formative assessment process in technology education by Semantic Scholar. So, and what are the purpose of technology in the assessment process? We have here the 7 purpose of technology in the assessment process. First, enhanced data collection, individualized assessment, engaging assessment, timely feedback, data-driven decision-making, parental engagement, preparation for digital literacy. I will discuss it one by one. First, what is enhanced data collection? Enhancing data collection with technology in assessment means using computers, tablets, or online tools to gather more information during the test. This helps teachers collect data more easily and accurately, giving them a better understanding of how students are doing. Technology makes the assessment process smoother and helps teachers make informed decisions about students' progress. Next is individualized assessment. With technology, using computers or online tools to create personalized tests for each student. This helps teachers understand each student's strengths and weaknesses better. By tailoring assessment to each student, teachers can provide targeted support and help students learning more effectively. Technology makes it easier to track each student's progress and adjust teaching strategies accordingly. Next, engaging assessment with technology. Using fun and interactive tools like games or quizzes to test students' understanding. This makes assessment more interesting and enjoyable for students. Technology helps teachers create engaging activities that keep students motivated and focused during assessments. It also provides immediate feedback, making the learning process more interactive and effective. Timely feedback with technology means giving students quick and helpful comments on their work using digital tools. This helps students understand their mistakes and improve faster. Technology allows teachers to provide feedback promptly, guiding students on how to do better in their assessments. It makes the learning process more efficient and helps students progress effectively. Another is data-driven decision-making. Using information and statistics from assessment to make smart choices. Teachers analyze the data collected through technology to understand students' performance better. This helps them adjust their teaching methods and provide targeted support to improve student learning outcomes. Technology enables educators to make informed decisions based on evidence, leading to more effective teaching strategies and student progress. Next is parental engagement. Involving parents in their child's education using digital tools. Technology allows parents to access real-time updates on their child's progress, assessment results, and feedback from teachers. This enables parents to stay informed and involved in their child's learning journey. By using technology, parents can communicate with teachers easily, track their parents' performance, and support their academic development effectively. Sometimes the parents use call, text, or chats to their child's teacher. Next and the last is preparing for digital literacy in the context of technology in the assessment process, meaning getting ready to use digital tools and platforms effectively. It involves teaching students how to navigate online assessments, use digital devices, and understand how to interpret and analyze data collected through technology. By preparing students for digital literacy, educators ensure that students are equipped with the necessary skills to engage in assessments conducted using technology. This preparation helps students become proficient in using digital tools for learning and assessment purposes. Next is the types of technology in the assessment process to be discussed by Ma'am Maria Shannon May Cadalso.
Hello everyone, I'm Maria Shanin Meiti Cadalso, and I am here to report about the types of technology in the assessment process, as well as its example and the advantages of technology in the assessment process. So let's discuss first the types of technology in the assessment process. So the first one is the digital assessment tool. Digital assessment tool includes online platforms, app, and software designed for conducting assessment, grading, assignments, and generating reports. So according to Udotopia, digital assessment tools streamlines the assessment process and provide educators with efficient means to evaluate students' progress. So it helps evaluate students' behavior, abilities, and characteristics through online questionnaire, tests, and quizzes. It also enables teachers to track the progress of his or her students. So here's an example of digital assessment tool. The first example is the Kahoot. Kahoot is a free online quiz maker tool that uses colorful visuals and gamification elements to maximize engagement and ensure a higher completion rate from the learners. So with Kahoot, it makes it easy for teachers to create, share, and play learning games or trivia quizzes. Another example of digital assessment tool is a Mentimeter. Mentimeter lets you add polls, word clouds, Q&As, and more than presentations and create an interactive experience for students who can vote on, respond to questions, and engage with the presentation in real time. So Mentimeter is an interactive presentation tool that helps to engage students and enables every voice in the classroom or lecture hall to be heard. You can use it to gauge students' comprehension, test knowledge retention, or as a fun way to break up learning. Let's proceed to the second type of technology-based assessment, which is the gamified assessment. Gamified assessments incorporates game elements such as points, levels, and rewards to make assessment more engaging and interactive for students. So, EdSurge highlights how gamified assessments enhance students' motivation and participation in the assessment process. So this approach uses games to teach various subjects and skills, promoting engagement, motivation, and fun. So in early childhood education, game-based learning has the potential to promote cognitive, social, and emotional development. So here's an example of gamified assessment. So the first example is a Duolingo. So Duolingo is a free online language gamification app offering 94 language courses. Duolingo was designed to provide an engaging and educational early literacy curriculum to early readers. So, with Duolingo, it uses gamification to make language learning fun and engaging. So, the app rewards users with points and badges for completing lessons, so which can be motivating and help learners stay engaged. So the app also includes a leaderboard which allows users to compete with friends and other learners. The second example of gamified assessment is the Arcademics. Arcademics makes multiplayer educational games, free math games, free language art games, and more for K-8 students. So with Arcademics Plus, teachers and parents can view analytics and reports that allow customization of game content. So Arcademics is all about engaging students while helping them learn without them even realizing. So Arcademics is a math and language learning tool that uses arcade-style games to engage and train students to progress through enhancing their abilities in these varying subjects. Now let's proceed to the third type of technology-based assessment, which is the adaptive learning platforms. So adaptive learning platforms use algorithms to personalize instruction based on individual student needs, adjusting content and pacing to optimize learning outcomes. So EdTech Review explains how adaptive learning platforms enhance students' engagement and support differentiated instruction. With adaptive learning platform, it can track data such as students' progress, engagement, and performance, and use the data to provide personalized learning experiences. So it is also a data-driven instruction to adjust and tailor learning experiences to meet the individual needs of each student. So here's an example of adaptive learning platform. So the first one is the Dreambox Learning. So it adapts math instructions to individual students' needs and learning styles. So the program aims to individualize instruction for each student with millions of unique paths through the curriculum intended to match each student's level of comprehension and learning style. So it uses formative data embedded with and between lessons to tailor lessons for each individual students and motivating them using a game-based strategies and engaging behavioral nudges that get students excited about math. The next example of adaptive learning platform is Lexia Power Up Literacy. So tailors reading instruction based on each student's progress and skill level. So with Lexia Power Up Literacy, it allows teachers to differentiate instructions and target skill gaps for students. So with 180 unique placement profiles, students start the program exactly where they need to be based on their abilities. They then progress at their own pace through personal learning pathways and adaptive instruction in word study, grammar, and comprehension. Another type of technology-based assessment is the online quizzes and polls. Online quizzes and polls allow educators to create interactive assessment, collect real-time feedback, and gauge students' understanding of concept. So according to Common Sense Education, online quizzes and polls are effective tools for formative assessment and student engagement in the learning process. Polls and quizzes can be great for increasing the interactivity of teaching sessions and encouraging students' engagement. You might want to use a poll to kick off a discussion or a quiz to check students' understanding of previous content before moving on. So a quiz after a lecture can also be a great way for students to check their own learning, and a poll could help identify topics for revision. So here's an example of online quizzes and polls. So this first one is a Quizlet. Quizlet provides students with an interactive and personalized learning experience with its various study materials and customization options. So it also offers teachers the ability to track students' progress and performance. So you can use it to conduct formative assessment in your class. So you can create polls, surveys, or game-based quizzes to test students' comprehension of a concept you taught them. So you can then analyze their responses to identify areas where learning problems happen and where individualized intervention is needed. Next example is a Socrative. Socrative is a quick and easy formative assessment tool. The teacher can use quick questions for on-the-fly checking for understanding or create polls questions like multiple choice, true or false, and short answer, or exit tickets and even a fun space race. Socrative is an online tool for teachers to give quizzes and on-the-fly assessment to students. So, with Socratives, you can create your own quizzes. Quizzes are automatically graded and you can create reports to evaluate the work of your students. Another type of technology-based assessment is the Learning Management System or the LMS. So, learning management systems are digital platforms that enables educators to deliver assessments, track students' progress, and communicate with students and parents. So, EdSurge highlights how learning management systems streamline assessment process and support communication and collaboration in education. Learning management system helps schools keep their education program intact. So, by enabling educators to develop courses efficiently, conduct instruction, foster communication, promote collaboration among students, evaluate student success, and provide other instructional resources to support. An example of learning management system is the Blackboard Learn, or previously known as the Blackboard Learning Management System. So it is a web-based virtual learning environment and learning management system developed by Blackboard Incorporated. Blackboard Learn is an application for online teaching, learning, community building, and knowledge sharing. So with Blackboard Learn, it delivers and organizes teaching content and activities. It offers dynamic interaction, communication, and collaboration, and provide links to essential resources such as websites, reading lists, and past exam papers. And it also tracks, monitor, and assess students' progress. Another example is a Google Classroom. So it is another cloud-based learning management system which allows professors to generate assignments, announcements, and even formative questions for students to respond to. Teachers may use the platform to keep track of how students are doing on their projects and offer a real-time feedback to students while they are online. So Google Classroom is a great way to organize, structure, and manage your classroom. So it encourages paperless sharing and provides a platform for communicating with students. You can use Google Classroom to set, collect, and even grade assignments. Now let's go to the last type of technology-based assessment, which is the interactive whiteboards. Interactive whiteboards allow educators to create interactive lessons, conduct real-time assessment, and engage students in collaborative learning activities. EdTech Review discusses how interactive whiteboards enhance students' participation and enable dynamic assessment practice in the classroom. An example of interactive whiteboard is CLAP. CLAP is a digital tool that allows users to write, draw, and collaborate in real time over the internet with just a few clicks. And another example is Limno. So Limno is an online whiteboarding app founded in 2015 by David Debry and David Hart. It allows users to draw on virtual whiteboard. A Limno whiteboard is a great place to hold an entire class lesson. So with limitless space, there is no problem for the teachers to create a place for lesson resources, collaborative, and group work. So that's the sixth type of technology-based assessment and its example. So now here's an additional example in technology-based assessment. So the first one is the portfolios and e-portfolios. Portfolios and e-portfolios are ways to use technology to assess students' learning through a collection of artifacts that demonstrate growth, achievement, and reflection. So you can use online platforms such as Seesaw, Google Sites, or WordPress to create and manage portfolios and e-portfolios that showcase students' works such as essays, projects, and videos. So you can also use portfolios and e-portfolios to document students' learning process such as brainstorming, drafting, revising, or peer reviewing. So portfolios and e-portfolios can provide you and your students with a holistic view of learning, a record of development, and a platform for communication and collaboration. Another example is the rubrics and checklists. Rubrics and checklists are ways to use technology to assess students' learning through a set of criteria, standards, and expectations that guide and evaluate performance. So you can use online platforms such as Google Sheets, Ruby Store, or iRubric to create and share rubric and checklists that define the quality and requirements for students' work, such as content, organization, presentation, or creativity. You can also use rubrics and checklists to provide and collect feedback for students, such as self-assessment, peer assessment, or teacher assessment. So now let's move to the advantages and disadvantages of technology in the assessment process. So I will only be discussing the advantages, and Mama Kilan will discuss the disadvantages of technology in the assessment process. Now let's go to the advantages. So number 1, it enhances engagement. So technology-based assessment in early childhood education can be interactive and engaging for young learners, making the assessment process more enjoyable and motivating. Second is individualized learning. So technology allows for personalized assessment tailored to each child's abilities, providing targeted feedback and support to address specific learning needs. Third is efficiency. So digital tools streamline the assessment process, saving time for educators and enabling quick data collection, analysis, and reporting. Fourth is data-driven decision-making. So technology provides valuable insights into students' progress, enabling educators to make informed decisions about instructional strategies and interventions. The fifth one is the parental involvement. So digital platforms facilitate communication with parents, allowing them to stay informed about their child's progress and actively participate in their education. And lastly, preparation for the future. So introducing technology in assessment prepares children for the digital age, equipping them with essential skills and literacy for success in a technology-driven world. Now let's go to the disadvantages of technology in the assessment process.
First, the digital divide. When some people have access to technology like computers and internet while others don't, this gap can be because of things like age, education, income, or where people live. For example, young people and those with higher education levels usually have better access to technology. People with more money can afford devices and internet, while some areas have better internet than others. This divide can be a problem because it means not everyone can use technology equally. It can affect students in schools where some have lots of technology tools and others have less. This difference in access can make it harder for some people to learn or work. It's important to address this digital divide so everyone have a fair chance to use technology or education and opportunities. Next is over-reliance on technology, meaning depending too much on devices like phones, computers, and internet in our daily lives. When we rely heavily on technology, we may start to struggle with doing things without it. For example, if we always use GPS to navigate, we might forget how to read a map or follow directions on our own. One big problem with over-reliance on technology is that it can make us less self-sufficient. If we always use calculators, we might forget how to do math in our heads. Similarly, if we rely on spell check, our spelling skills might weaken. This heavy dependence on technology can hinder our ability to think critically and problem solve independently. Moreover, over-reliance on technology can lead to social issues. When we spend too much time on our devices, we may miss out on face-to-face interactions with family and friends. This can weaken relationships and communication skills. Additionally, constantly being on technology can affect our mental and physical health, leading to issues like eye strain, lack of physical activity, and even addiction to screens. It's important to find a balance and not let technology take over every aspect of our lives. While technology offers many benefits such as convenience and efficiency, it's crucial to remember the value of traditional skills and human connections. By being mindful of how much we depend on technology and taking breaks to engage in offline activities, we can avoid the negative impacts of over-reliance on technology. Another one is technical challenges. This refers to difficulties or problems that arise when using or implementing technology. These challenges can occur in various areas such as software, hardware, networks, or digital systems. One common technical challenge is system capability, where different devices or software programs may not work well together. This can lead to issues like files not opening or data not synchronizing correctly. Another challenge is cybersecurity threats, which involve protecting digital systems from attacks, viruses, or hackers who may try to steal information or disrupt operations. Ensuring strong cybersecurity measures is essential to safeguard sensitive data and maintain system integrity. Technical challenges may arise due to system updates or upgrades. Sometimes, when new software versions are released, existing systems may face capability issues or require additional training for users to adapt to challenges effectively. This can lead to disruptions in workflow and productivity until the new technology is fully integrated and understood. Technical challenges can stem from technical debt, which refers to the accumulation of outdated or inefficient technology solutions over time. This can make systems harder to maintain, upgrade, or scale, resulting in increased costs and decreased performance efficiency. Addressing technical challenges often requires a combination of troubleshooting, problem-solving skills, and collaboration with IT professionals. It is crucial for organizations to stay proactive in identifying and resolving technical issues to ensure smooth operations and optimal performance of their digital system. Next is privacy and security.
Privacy and security concerns can be a significant drawback in using technology for assessments. When personal data is collected during assessments, there is a risk that this information may not be kept safe or used appropriately. Privacy concerns arise when sensitive details like names, contact information, or test results are stored or shared without permission, potentially leading to identity theft or unauthorized access to personal information. Moreover, security issues pose a threat to the integrity of assessment process. If the technology used for assessments is not adequately protected, there is a risk of data breaches where unauthorized individuals can gain access to confidential information. This can compromise the fairness and reliability of assessments, as well as erode trust in the assessment process. When technology is involved in assessments, there is a need to ensure that data is encrypted, systems are secure from cyber threats, and access to information is restricted to authorized personnel only. Failure to address these privacy and security concerns can result in students or participants' data being exposed to risk, leading to potential legal consequences and reputational damage for educational institutions or organizations conducting assessment. To minimize these advantages, it is essential to prioritize data protection measures, implement secure assessment platforms, and provide clear guidelines on how personal information is handled during assessments. By addressing privacy and security concerns proactively, educational institutions and organizations can ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of assessment data, thereby maintaining the trust and confidence of participants in the assessment process. Another one is limitation in authentic assessment can pose challenges when integrating technology in the assessment process. Authentic assessments, which mirror real-life scenarios and practical applications, may face limitations in the digital realm. One primary limitation is the complexity of designing and implementing authentic assessments using technology. Creating technology-based tasks that authentically reflect real-world skills and the knowledge can be time-consuming and requires specialized expertise in instructional design. Furthermore, the issue of scalability is a common limitation. Adapting authentic assessments to a digital format for large groups of students can be challenging. Ensuring that student receives personalized, meaningful feedback in the digital setting may be logistically difficult, especially when using automated assessment tools. There may be concerns regarding the authenticity of student work in online environments. With the ease of accessing information on the internet, maintaining academic integrity and verifying the originality of student submissions can be more complex in digital assessment. This raises questions about the reliability and validity of the assessment results. Additionally, accessibility issue can arise as a limitation of technology-based authentic assessments. ensuring that all students have equal access to the necessary technology and digital resources to complete assessments can be a barrier, potentially creating disparities in the assessment process based on students' technological capability or resources. Addressing these limitations requires careful consideration of how technology is integrated into authentic assessments, ensuring equal access to digital tools and implementing safeguards to maintain the integrity and authenticity of assessments conducted in a digital environment. Lastly is potential to distractions during the assessment process can lead a significant advantage when assessments are conducted using technology. There is a risk of various distractions that may impact the focus and performance of students or participants. One common distraction is the temptation to multitask, where individuals may switch between the assessment task and another digital activities like social media, messaging, or browsing the internet. Another distraction is the presence of notifications from emails, messages, or app alerts, which can interrupt concentration and disrupt the assessment flow. These notifications can divert attention away from the assessment task, leading to decreased productivity and potential errors in responses. Moreover, the abundance of online resources and information on the internet can be a distraction during assessment. Students may be tempted to search for answers or seek external help, compromising the authenticity and integrity of the assessment process. This reliance on external sources can hinder critical thinking and problem-solving skills that assessments aim to evaluate. Additionally, the comfort and family of digital environments can lead to a false sense of security, making it easier for individuals to become complacent and disengaged during assessments. This lack of engagement can result to produce effort, motivation, and overall performance in the assessment. To minimize distractions using technology-based assessments, it is essential to establish clear guidelines and expectations regarding device usage, minimize unnecessary notifications, and create a conducive assessment environment that promotes focus and concentration. By addressing potential distractions proactively, educators and assessment designers can ensure a more effective and authentic assessment experience for students or participants. Next is for the implication of technology in the assessment process. Technology is a bridge that fills in the gaps of the past. Children, teachers, families, and administrators are now equipped with tools that promote safe, active learning in the classroom and beyond. As an educator, you take the lead in shaping the early childhood education and development of young learners. With technology acting as your tool, you can educate, engage, and interact with your children in new innovative ways. That's all about our report. Thank you and God bless us all.